Andy Fine, the co-founder of Dropcopter, is in Syracuse working on creating a new way to pollinate and treat crops.
We're producing 6 pollinator, we call them pre-production prototypes, that are our minimum viable product that we're going to take to market in 2019. What we're looking for investment for is a auto emission generation program and flight control software that will make it as close to a turnkey solution as we can get with the current regulatory environment. So that would make it so that the farmer could get out in the field, and as long as he was watching the drone and had controls nearby in hand, he could press a button and the drone would pretty much design its own flight. All he would have to do is pour the pollen in and connect the batteries, and it would go and do its mission in return. Initially, we were looking at the alternatives to bee pollination, and the majority of them are ground-based and manned applications. And that means that someone has to drive a vehicle, and it's usually by a very heavy piece of equipment or a very inefficient spraying method where you're mixing the pollen with a substrate material. And sometimes that even can waste pollen, and you have a limited time to apply it as in a liquid application because the pollen becomes basically dead after 2 hours. So we wanted a method that was quick and efficient, that had minimal interaction from a pilot or from an operator. So the drone was the obvious solution to that because you could program it to do what it needed to do, and it would cover distance at a pretty rapid rate and apply the pollen, land where you wanted it, and you wouldn't have to go around with a trained, skilled laborer.
For the Business Journal, I'm Charles McChesney.